Have you started studying Korean and you say it's hard because you're studying alone? Then check out the textbook that's a Korean study Bible, introducing the best-selling series that's been verified by multiple reviews. Hello, I'm Peter Vind, and I'm currently hosting a radio program called #DailyK through Arirang Broadcasting Station. Today, I'll be introducing you all to two textbooks that are Korean study Bibles. These are the best-selling textbooks that are a must-read if you're studying Korean. The Korean Made Easy and Korean Grammar in Use series. The first book I'll be introducing is the Korean Made Easy series. A lot of people have already begun studying Korean through Korean Made Easy. It's the ultimate bestseller among Korean self-study textbooks, published in a variety of languages, including English, Chinese, Japanese, German, French, and Spanish, and is receiving a lot of acclaim. In addition, a revised edition of Korean Made Easy was recently published, reflecting many readers' opinions and supplemented with content suited to the latest trends. The revised edition is now receiving even more interest and acclaim. The Korean Made Easy series is made up of 5 books in total, each with the following distinct features. Korean Made Easy Starter, 2nd edition, is an introductory Korean language text that allows you to perfectly master Hangul in just 20 hours and includes systematic explanations of Hangul and various fun practice questions. It also provides a Hangul poster, including consonants, vowels, numbers, and more, helping learners who are encountering Hangul for the first time to become more familiar with it. Korean Made Easy for Beginners, 2nd edition, is the ideal textbook for beginner-level Korean language learners, helping you to perfectly understand basic Korean vocabulary and grammar, and start having simple Korean conversations right away with confidence. It includes everything from beginner-level Korean lessons to information on Korean culture. Korean Made Easy Intermediate 2nd edition is an intermediate Korean language textbook that systematically sorts through intermediate-level grammar and vocabulary for practical use so that they can be applied in conversation. Through various questions and assignments, you can quickly familiarize yourself with intermediate Korean and even learn Sino-Korean words and idiomatic expressions used in Korean. Korean Made Easy for Everyday Life 2nd edition is a textbook of daily Korean that can immediately be used in real life through 50 helpful expressions commonly used in everyday life, as well as 24 conversations. It includes various illustrations and pictures and contains easy-to-understand grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Korean Made Easy Vocabulary 2nd edition is a vocabulary textbook that includes over 2,500 essential Korean vocabulary words with detailed explanations and practical example sentences. It's an effective Korean vocabulary textbook that allows you to learn both vocabulary and grammar and improve your vocabulary skills through a variety of practice questions divided into units. All of these revised editions provide free MP3 files via QR code that can be checked immediately to hear clear Korean pronunciation by professional voice actors.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
The next books I'll introduce are from the Korean Grammar in Use series. This is the best-selling series that so many Korean language learners, teachers, and Korean study YouTubers have praised. A Korean grammar Bible that every house should have a copy of. It's the ultimate bestseller among Korean grammar textbooks, published in various languages, including English, Chinese, Japanese, German, Spanish, and is receiving a lot of acclaim. The Korean Grammar in Use textbooks allow for the most effective study of Korean grammar divided into beginner, intermediate and advanced levels, and can even be used to prepare for the topic exam. The book's special features include easy-to-confuse grammar points catalogued by meaning and usage, making them simple to find, and through clear explanations of grammar items with similar meanings, as well as true-to-life dialogues and example sentences, it allows you to study Korean grammar in the most effective way. So, shall we take a look at the text of Korean Grammar in Use Beginners to learn more about the book's unique features? You can check each grammar point right away under subsections, and through audio files can listen to and guess the meaning and usage of example sentences that are presented together with illustrations. They're organised into sentences or conversations that can often be encountered in real life. Grammar Focus gives simple explanations of detailed usages for relevant grammar points, usages that learners often make mistakes with, and more. With In Conversation, you can listen to various example sentences using the relevant grammar points through comparisons and explanations of the differences between similar grammar points. Come to clearly understand the parts that can be confusing. In intermediate and advanced levels, this corner is expanded to Let's try making a conversation and what should you say in this situation, so that learners can try speaking on their own using expressions for themselves. After using this to become familiar with the meaning and usage of grammar, you can check what you've learned and increase your skills even further by trying to solve practice questions in the On Your Own corner. By studying this book step by step, you'll be able to master Korean grammar perfectly. A textbook that's optimized and tailored for Korean language study. Try learning Korean in a more enjoyable and systematic way with the series I've introduced to you today, Korean Made Easy and Korean Grammar in Use. You too can become a Korean language whiz.